Hello everyone, I am Dinesh from Team YMCA and we are 4 team members. Me, Yuping, John and Rajkamal. We'll be working on CDC guidelines decision support system based on Smart on Fire. CDC is the Center for Disease Prevention and Control, and Smart on Fire is a set of open specifications to integrate apps with electronic health records, portals, health information exchanges, and other health ID systems. Clinical Decision Support, or CDS, is a broad and frequently confused term. A CDS can be an algorithm that processes clinical data and produces suggested diagnosis and treatment. A CDS can also be used for delivering web content whenever appropriate for the provider to view it in a clinical context. But for our project, we'll be working on a clinical decision support system integrated with Smart on Fire to help the doctors making smart decisions. But why? What is the business case and who will benefit from it? The objective of the project is to simplify the overly complicated CDC Zika guidelines or any other similar epidemic diseases, and also to create triggers based on those simplified guidelines to help the doctors or practitioners making an informed decision about a patient and also how to treat the patient. The triggers will be based on the CDC Zika guidelines. For example, patients travel to Zika affected countries. This will help doctors identify such patients quickly, saving valuable time in treatment and possible containment of the disease in a timely manner. Research requirements. I'll be first talking about the market context. We are planning to use CDS hooks, which is the clinical decision support framework to support doctor-patient interaction. The adoption of clinical decision system hooks has the potential for healthcare entities to adopt any generic set of guidelines published by the organizations such as the CDC to create clinical decision support at their own organization. The advantage of CDS hooks or any other technology like it is its operability on Fire and on Smart on Fire, which in terms provides greater health data interoperability than any random set of decision support technology stack. Fire is the interoperable EHR. Smart works on top of Fire, and CDS hooks work within the context of Smart on Fire. Adaptation of such technology stack allows for the data source organizations to adopt third-party clinical decision support services. What would we need to research on? Okay, so as we'll be using CDS hooks, we would need to research more about CDS hooks and understand how clinical decision system works with Fire and how we can use it to incorporate in our solution and the tools already used by doctors at present. How Fire will be incorporated to our project. The project will be using Fire API to get the data and feed into application logic that will create a trigger to the doctor to follow the specific guidelines related to the potential disease identification. Fire API is used to access the electronic health records of the patient. The Zika virus algorithm currently requires the use of some Fire resources like patient, encounter, observation, diagnosis. We will get this data, this patient data using the Fire API. We have a couple of questions to resolve. We are unclear how other coding system is to be included in Fire, like what would be the difference between CDC FIN versus local code, how service provider code will be incorporated to the solution. We might be using synthetic data sources for patients' travel history. We are not sure about that right now. This is our activities and the schedule. We are currently in planning phase of the project. For the next 2 weeks, we'll be working on planning and analysis of the problem, studying existing similar systems, and developing the process models. We are planning to be in the design phase in the last week of October. In November, we'll have development and testing phase along with documentation and presentation with the mentors. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.